In this section on multiplying a polynomial by a monomial, I'm going to teach you that all you have to do is just use the distributive property and follow order of operations. So in this problem, 6y times 4y squared minus 9y minus 7, I'm just going to distribute when I multiply. So I'm going to multiply the 6 times the 4y squared, then that and that. So 6y times 4y squared would give me 24y cubed. 6 times negative 9 is negative 54. Then I've got 2 y's, so y squared. 6 times negative 7 is negative 42. And then I have the y. That's all. That's my answer. I can't combine anything because none of those are like terms, so that's it. Again, in this problem, I'm going to use the distributive property. So I will be distributing the 3 to everything inside this parentheses. And then I'm going to distribute the 6x to everything in the second parentheses. So I would get 6x squared. 3 times negative 4x would give me negative 12x. 3 times negative 15 would give me negative 45. Then this set of parentheses, 6x times 5x would give me 30x squared. And 6x times 2 would give me a positive 12x. Now I need to combine any like terms that I see. So we want to write this in standard form, which means that you need the terms with the highest exponents first. So my highest exponent is x squared, so I'm going to combine 6x squared plus 30x squared. So that gives me 36x squared. And then I have negative 12x plus 12x, which cancels out. And then the only thing that I have is the minus 45. So I'm going to put that right here. And I'm done. That's all I can combine. So that is my final answer. The problem is it's an equation because you see that equal sign, but still the distributive property applies. So every term that's in front of a parentheses, I'm going to go ahead and distribute. So right here, I'm going to get 12b plus b squared minus 7 equals 2b. B times negative 4 would give me negative 4b, and b times b would give me b squared. So now I need to combine like terms, but remember it's an equation, so I have this equal sign. We really want to make stand out so that you know what's on which side, okay? So I'm going to subtract my b squared to get those together. What happens is they cancel each other out. Then let's take care of the b's. So I have on this side, let's see, I'm going to rewrite to make it a little cleaner. 12b minus 7 equals 2b minus 4b. So before I start moving my b's around, I'm going to simplify this right here. I'm going to combine those terms. So I've got 12b minus 7, and then 2b minus 4b would give me a negative 2b. Okay, now I want to get my b's on the same side of the equation. So for that, I'm going to move the 7 to this side. Now there are different ways to do this. This is just one, okay? So that would cancel out. I would get 12b equals negative 2b plus 7. And then I'm going to add this 2b to both sides. Now, the reason that I'm doing this the way that I'm doing it is because I want everything to stay positive if possible. So that's why I wanted the 2b to come on this side instead of subtracting the 12b from the other. So 12b plus 2b is 14b, and that equals 7. Divide both sides by 14, and we get b equals 7 over 14, which we can simplify to 1/2. This is an expression. It's not an equation because it doesn't have an equal sign. I'm still going to distribute, so I'm going to multiply the 5a times everything in the first parentheses and the 3a times everything in the second parentheses. So when I do this, this would give me 20a cubed minus 10a squared. Then when I multiply 3a times negative 2a squared, I would get negative 6 20a cubed plus 12a squared. Now I'm just going to combine like terms. So again, we want it in standard form, so always start off with the terms with the highest exponents. So 20a cubed minus 6a cubed would give me 14a cubed. Remember, you're just subtracting your coefficients. You don't mess with your exponents. That just lets you know they're like terms. Okay, and then negative 10a plus 12a would give me plus 2a squared. Negative 10a squared, I should say, plus 12a squared gives me 2a squared. So that would be my final answer. The last problem is another equation. So again, I'm going to use the distributive property. So I multiply the 5 times everything in the first parentheses and the 6 times everything in the second parentheses. So when I do that, that gives me 20x minus 15 equals 12x plus 30. Get your like terms together. Again, I like to keep everything positive if possible. This is just one way to do it. So I am going to add my 15 to both sides. When I do, that cancels. I get 20x equals 12x plus 45. Then I'm going to subtract my 12x from both sides to combine like terms. We'll get 8x equals 45. And then I'm going to divide by 8. And I get x equals 45 over 8. And I am fine with improper fractions as long as it's simplified. So that's it.